drinking in the morning sun, blinking in the morning sun, shaking off the heavy one.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. And today is Black Friday, so the second record store day of the year, and thankfully the last until April. I was a very short list this year for me. Really debated whether I was going to go at all, but there were 2 or 3 titles that I really wanted pretty bad, so I decided to go. But I mostly stuck to my guns this time, because there really wasn't that much else that even tempted me. So I don't have a lot to show you, but I have a few things that I thought I would share with you for Record Store Day, Black Friday Record Store Day. Just made one stop at Piranha Records, gave us this keychain. I think I was about 15th in line, showed up a couple hours early. There was about 20 people after me. Definitely not the hype and excitement of the normal record store day. It's about less than half, probably closer to a third of the titles that they put out for the April record store day. So if you've never gone or participated or paid attention to the November Black Friday record store day, it's still fun. And sometimes they have a lot of things, and that's typical of any record store day, really, that you want, and you feel like, oh, they're essential, and thank goodness they're putting it back out on vinyl. And other times, like this year for me, it was kind of slim pickings, even though others seemed quite excited about quite a few titles that I was listening to in line. So I'm going to show you what I got, and a couple things that I got that are really not for me. I'm just going to show it to you so they're part of my channel, and at least you guys can see them. These are gifts for Rockboy680, who can't ever go to record store day because he's working, and he requested a couple small things, so I decided to pick those up for him. I got him the picture disc, Eric Clapton. It's just 2 tracks on here, a little bit of Christmas Love and You'll Always Hurt the One You Love, that I think only the A side is on. It's either the A side or the B side are on his new Christmas album called Happy Christmas, and it's very cute. And I was tempted. I mean, they do limit you to 1 title per person for those who've never been or don't know anything about record store day, so you can't get more than 1. I don't think I'll go back for 1. They're $20, and frankly it's more just a novelty item, really. But he is a hardcore Eric Clapton fan, as all of you know, so I decided to get that for him. And I also picked him up this 7-inch that he surely doesn't need, but I'm sure he'll be excited to have the Paul McCartney AA side for Come On To Me and I Don't Know. So again, they only had about 3 of these left, so unfortunately I think I'll miss out on this one, but of course I have Egypt Station and like it a lot. You'll see it in my top 50 coming up later in December. And this will be nice for his Paul McCartney collection. So those are the gifts that I bought. For me, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to show you, so not a lot. This was kind of on the maybe list, you know, and I decided, like I always do, to get caught up in it a little bit. After waiting for a couple hours, you almost feel like making it worth your while. This is a very good album. This is, I believe, the first album from Sheryl Crow, but this is the one that produced the huge hit for her, All I Want to Do. They put this out on vinyl, I think, for the first time. Maybe it was originally put on vinyl. Came out in, I don't know, sometime in the early 2000s, I think. And nice gatefold here. It's pressed on 2 LPs. And I'm going to show you the record really quick. It's on this baby blue vinyl, which is quite nice. So I'm sure I'll enjoy hearing that. Wasn't essential for my collection. I mean, I only know a handful of songs on here, and it's a record or CD or any format I've never owned. But I like Sheryl Crow. She's pretty good, and you know, when you get in the mood, Tuesday Night Music Club is going to be a good listen. So excited to have it, and pretty glad I picked it up. This was kind of, again, on the maybe list. I did like this guy's first LP. Came out, I don't know, 3 years ago maybe. And he's followed it up with an EP here called Nina Cried Power, Hozier. I really liked his debut album. It is one that I hardly ever listen to, I have to be honest. But I try to keep up with the new artists, at least the ones I like. Yeah, there's only 4 tracks on here, so $20 for 4 tracks is a bit crazy. But that's the you know, the way the cookie crumbles when you're buying vinyl. This is just black vinyl, so not much reason to show you anything other than that. And yeah, hopefully the new songs are good. I'm sure he'll be putting out a full album probably sometime next year. Now these next 3 are the ones that tempted me to go, and I really felt like I needed to have these in my collections. First one, I've got a whole collections video on this artist. It is Cornelius. He released an album last year called Mellow Waves, and I absolutely love it. It's really, really good. I like everything this guy does. He's an experimental, electronic, I don't know how to describe Cornelius. He's very unique. So this is a companion piece called Pale Waves to Mellow Waves, and it's remixes and a couple live tracks, it looks like, from the Tiny Desk, NPR Tiny Desk concert, and some remixes, one by Beach Fossils. So really excited. Anything from Cornelius I'm always excited about, and I didn't even know it, but it's pressed on a beautiful kind of a swirly black and white, very cool, and it matches nicely to the Mellow Waves album that I have. So very, very excited to hear anything new from Cornelius. So if you haven't checked out that video where I go into more detail and show everything I have from Cornelius, I maybe put a link in for that one. It's probably one of my least viewed videos, I gotta be honest, because most people don't know him. This one more people will know. This is the debut album from Collective Soul, Hints, Allegations, and Things Left Unsaid. This contained the huge hit Shine. In fact, I think that was their biggest single of their career. But this was their first album, and I believe it's the first time it's ever been put on vinyl, at least in America. And this was really one that drew me out to the store today. It's not a gatefold, but it is pressed on colored vinyl on a nice red, very bright red. So hopefully it's a good pressing. I've had this on CD for years and years, and I've got a cassette tape of it, but never had the vinyl because, as far as I know, it never existed. And yeah, so really, really happy to have this in my collection, and hopefully it's the first of a series of vinyl issues for their catalog, because I'm a fan of that sound. I'm a fan of Collective Soul, and I've got all their CDs, and only one record of theirs because there just isn't any. And then finally, this one was really high on my list because I'm a big fan of this band, and my first vinyl record of this band, and probably, debatably, their best record, and that is the B-52s and Cosmic Thing. This was a real comeback for them, and well, this has just got hit after hit. You've got, let's see, you've got the Deadbeat Club, Love Shack, everyone knows that song. That's one of the ultimate party songs. Rome, Channel Z. I mean, it's just a fun listen. So if you haven't ever heard this record, it'd be a great opportunity. It looks like it's an edition of 4500, and it is too pressed on a very pretty, they're calling it rainbow colored vinyl. I didn't know what to expect with rainbow colored, but it is very cool, very pretty. So I am really excited to have that. I have the greatest hits doubles, I think it's a triple CD of the B-52s, and the more I listen to them, the more I enjoy them. You have to be in a kind of a mood because they're silly, but they're really good, and I have a good time listening to them. So really, that's it. I mean, it wasn't a big event this time. I only went a couple hours early. I was 15th in line, and it looked like a lot of people in line for a particular record from Type O Negative, which is a bit of a very heavy goth rock outfit. I didn't get that because I purchased the music on vinyl version from Europe from a seller of mine that I buy a lot of stuff from, and it was actually a lot less. It was $26, and the record store day version was $45. So anyway, I will have that, but I didn't have to take someone else's copy, so that was kind of nice. Yeah, I mean, the other hot items, that it's hard to say really because I wasn't paying that close of attention, but that Type O Negative really did stand out as something people were really jumping at and wanted a lot. So yeah, that's it. Kind of a small offering for me this time for Black Friday Record Store Day, but I had fun, as I always do, and I hope you enjoyed looking at it with me. So that's it for me this time. Until then, till next time, take care of yourselves, and bye for now.